Alright, let's get right into it. Have you ever gotten a raise, looked at your paycheck and thought, wait, why don't I feel any richer? It's a weird feeling, right? You're earning more money, but that sense of freedom, of security, it just doesn't seem to follow. Well, if that sounds familiar, you're not alone. It's a huge sign that you're probably stuck in a few financial traps you can't even see. To really get what I'm talking about, just picture two neighbors living side by side. The first one makes 95 grand a year. They've got the huge TV, the nice car, all the stuff, but they're secretly a mess, checking their bank account with that knot in their stomach, knowing they're maybe two paychecks away from disaster. Now look across the street. Their neighbor makes about half that, 52,000. They live in a modest place, but here's the thing. They have 18 months of living expenses saved up. So let me ask you, who is really the wealthy one here? And that question gets right to the heart of this whole thing. The real gap when it comes to money isn't really about income, it's a gap in mindset. It's the difference between people who have clarity and control and people who are being silently pushed around by emotions about money they don't even know are there. So here's how we're going to break it all down. We're going to expose the hidden rules of the game. We'll start with the real money gap, then dive into the earnings squeeze, the lifestyle multiplier, and the illusions of affordability. And then we'll pull it all together with the most important part, the actual path to freedom. Okay, first up, the real money gap. And here's what you have to understand. The 9 to 5 isn't just a job, it's a whole ecosystem. And that ecosystem is designed, very cleverly I might add, to keep you on a treadmill, constantly trading your one non-renewable resource, your time, for money. And when you're in that system, you're fighting this invisible two-front war. On the first front, the government takes its slice of everything you make in taxes. On the second front, the economy takes a slice of everything you keep through inflation. Now, if your salary isn't growing faster than both of those things combined, you're actually losing ground. You're literally paying for the privilege of working. Let that sink in for a second. So let's dig into that first front, what I call the earnings squeeze. This is the first trap. It's like an invisible ritual where your money just seems to disappear before you even get a chance to use it. So, you work hard all month, you're expecting that paycheck. On paper, you earned, let's say, $2,000. That's the number in your head. But then, the direct deposit hits. You open your banking app and the number you actually see is $1,456. And you're just like, wait, what? A huge chunk of it just vanished into thin air. So where'd it go? Well, it was taken by all these invisible forces, right? Federal tax, state tax, Social Security, Medicare. It's this automatic withdrawal from your life's effort, and you don't really get a say in it. And remember, that's before inflation even gets a chance to start chipping away at the rest. And this leads us straight into trap number 2, which is maybe even more fundamental. It's the whole idea of the time for money exchange. The minute you agree to trade 1 hour of your life for a fixed number of dollars, you've accepted a hard ceiling on what you can earn. Why? Because you can't create more time. This is where we see a massive split. See, in the normal 9 to 5 world, your money is passive. It just kind of sits there waiting for the next bill. But in the world of true wealth, money is active. It's working for you 24/7 through the silent engine of compound interest. You make this incredible shift. You stop trading your time for money and you start trading your money for more money. Which brings us to trap number 3. And this one might just be the most dangerous of all, especially for high earners. It's the lifestyle multiplier. You know what I'm talking about. It's that endless race where no matter how much more you make, your expenses just seem to magically expand to eat up every last dime. It's a total domino effect. You get a raise, so you buy a bigger house. But the bigger house needs more furniture. It costs more to heat, the property taxes are higher, the insurance is higher, and suddenly you feel more pressure, not less. It's like buying a boat. You're not just buying a boat, are you? No way. You're buying storage fees, insurance, maintenance, a trailer. You've just created a whole new lifestyle ecosystem for yourself that basically chains you to your job. And of course, all of that is fueled by trap number 4, the illusion of affordability. This is where the whole financial system with the credit score game and everything else basically plays a Jedi mind trick on us to make us think we can afford things that are actually sinking us. Think about it. When we're considering a big purchase, a car, a new phone, what's the question almost everyone asks? It's always this one. Can I afford the monthly payment? It sounds so logical, but it's totally the wrong question. People who are actually building wealth ask a much, much better one. Does this purchase increase my freedom, or does it increase my pressure? Just changing that one question, man, it changes everything. You stop thinking about just handling a payment and start thinking about the true cost to your life. And that leads us to our final and maybe most subtle trap, using money as emotional theater. This is when our spending isn't about needs or even about real wants. It's about managing our identity. We're spending to feel successful, to feel like we belong, to cover up insecurity, or, and this is a big one, to relieve the stress from the high-pressure job we need to pay for everything else. Okay, so we've laid out all the traps, and it might sound a little intense, but here's the good news. The way out isn't about hustle culture or working 80-hour weeks. It's not more complicated. It's actually simpler. It's just about learning to see your money and your life through a totally different lens. And that new lens is focused on one crucial idea: optionality. See, true wealth isn't the number in your bank account. It's not the car you drive. It is the ability to say no to a toxic job. It's the freedom to take 6 months off if a family member gets sick. It's being able to start that new business without worrying about a paycheck. Optionality is invisible strength, and it is infinitely more valuable than any visible symbol of wealth. So, how do you start building it? Well, there's a really simple, really powerful tool you can start using literally today. It's called the replacement test. Here's what you do. Look at all the stuff you own, the clothes, the gadgets, the hobby equipment. For each thing, ask yourself one simple question. If this just vanished overnight, would I go out and spend my own money to replace it? And be really honest. If the answer is no, then that item is just clutter. It's a relic of a past you. Stop letting your home be a museum of past enthusiasms that's just tying up your money and your mental energy. So when you boil it all down, what's the real secret? Financial freedom isn't found in some complex spreadsheet. It's found in clarity and honesty. It's about cutting through all that emotional theater and asking what truly adds to your freedom. Because in the end, the math of money always favors the clear-headed, and so does the ultimate prize we're all looking for: peace of mind.